Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your guy Perrier, and we are back with another video. This time, man, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Usher's top underrated music videos of all time, in my opinion. Alright, so if you're excited for that, go ahead and slap the like button, and yeah, let's go. Alright, y'all, welcome back. Like I said, we're about to go ahead and check out Usher's top underrated music videos of all damn time. Alright, we're about to get into this one. But if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Make sure you go ahead and like, make sure you go ahead and comment, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and you gotta hit that bell wherever it may be, because it's crucial, y'all. So without further ado, y'all, let's jump into my top 3 underrated Usher music videos. Alright, let's get it. Alright, y'all, in no particular order, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the first underrated music video from Usher, which I would have to give to Moving Mountains. Moving Mountains was off of Usher's Here I Stand album back in 2008. I felt like that was a very iffy time period for Usher at that time. You know, a lot of people didn't quite receive the Here I Stand album as well as maybe he would have hoped. But, you know, and me in particular, I actually messed with the album pretty heavily. That's the monumental, bigger than life Confessions album. So, you know, Usher had a lot on his shoulders at the time. So when this actual music video dropped, I felt like, for me, it was an epic music video. Like, that's how I categorize this video. It's epic. You know, this was, I think, Usher's answer to Burn from Confessions. You know, this was him kind of even going a step beyond, a step above the Burn track video. I mean, you had all these tense buildups in this song, you know. It just had this crazy movie-like scene. He did like a follow-up to Love in This Club. Like, this was like the continuation. And I thought the video itself was cool. It had some great effects. Obviously, you know, he was like in a green room and whatnot. But I really liked the look. It was just cold and desperate, and it just had this whole vibe. And Usher himself, the way he's singing the song, I mean, he's singing in all these crazy registers. I mean, this is one of his best vocal performances in general. And we can't forget the huge explosion at the end when Usher was on the mountain and, you know, he fell down on his knees and you just see him just going through it. He's just like, yo, we're just like moving mountains. And it's just this whole vibe. Like, for me, it's one of those songs that is timeless. Like, that's where that is. Well, the music video and the song in general was not received as well as I think it should have gotten. I think it only did about, let me check this out, it's 67 on the Hot 100. So, I mean, coming from Usher's top 10 kind of caliber that he set for himself, you know, it felt below his standards. So for that reason, it was one of his underrated music videos, one of his underrated songs, in my opinion. Jumping right into the next track, we gotta go ahead and give the underrated title to Good Kisser. Yo, Good Kisser came right after Usher's Looking for Myself album, which did okay. Again, around, you know, every time pretty much around the Confessions era, you're not going to find a whole lot of tracks, or you're not going to find the albums that were big blockbuster hits. You know, so this is coming off of Raymond versus Raymond and Looking for Myself. So Good Kisser came after that, and I felt like he was using that track to kind of follow up and possibly bring out an album. This is about 2014, and the track itself was great. I think the track itself was a breath of fresh air. He wasn't trying to chase any kind of trends. He wasn't trying to do his revolutionary pop from Looking for Myself. He was just trying to bring out a kind of a old school throwback kind of banger with cool delivery in his vocals. He was in different pockets throughout the actual song as far as his vocal delivery and stuff. I thought he did like really, really good on that track. When that track came out, I was like, yo, this is it. And the video itself was cool. The dancing was cool. I just thought the whole vibe of it was cool. You know, Usher was on the drums and whatnot, and he was killing it, in my opinion. He was killing it. All right. Like I said, he had some great harmonies on that track. And I just felt like holistically, and with the song structure and the music video, I thought this could have been a big hit for him. But unfortunately, it was not. This track actually hit like the 65 spot on the Hot 100. So again, it wasn't like a huge smash hit for him. I think it did like top the R&B airplay, radio, whatnot. But it was one of those tracks I don't think that was well received by, you know, the masses. I think his core audience messed with it. It was a good track, but it's just one of those tracks and those music videos that just didn't hit like it was supposed to, in my opinion. So for that reason, it's one of his underrated music videos, y'all. I also, topping out the list, we have the last track, the last music video on my list of Usher's underrated music videos, and I'm gonna have to give it to Rivals. All right. Rivals was, again, another track that came well after the Confessions era. This was really on his last major LP, which was Hard to Love, back in 2016. And this was like maybe like the third single off the album in general. This one had a video. The video itself, it wasn't as huge to me like Good Kisser was and Moving Mountains. I think Rivals just had like a cool vibe. You know, we saw Usher at the studio. You know, we saw him like at a party, a day party or something like that. Then we saw him at the strip club. And of course he had Future that was featured on the track as well. And I thought like the song itself was great. It was like that Usher, that classic Usher vibe, you know, slightly updated with the times. Future kind of came, brought his flavor to the track. I think vocally it sounded good. And I would bet a strong wager that a lot of his core fans are gonna mess with this track, because again, he updated the sound a bit, but it was that classic Usher. He had his nice harmonies, lush vocals and whatnot. So it had all the elements of a good Usher track, but it's one of those tracks I feel like just wasn't received as well as it could have been. I don't even think this actually got to the Hot 100, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, let me know down in the comment section. But that's blasphemous. I felt like this track was again a good track that could have had some good traction, but again, it was just, I think it was just kind of catering towards his core audience. I think it did well on the R&B charts, if I'm not mistaken, like top 20 or something like that. So again, should have done better in my opinion. It was a great video. It wasn't anything crazy, don't get me wrong. I mean, this guy's catalog, he has crazy music videos, XYZ, but I think like this song in general, it was great. The music video wasn't as crazy, or it wasn't as too much eye candy on that music video. It was just cool. But in my opinion, still was an underrated song and underrated music video. Alright, y'all, so that's my top 3 underrated music videos from Mr. Usher Raymond. Legend in his own right, but listen, that's just me, y'all. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment sections below. Alright, dying to hear from y'all. Thank y'all so much for checking out this video. I do appreciate y'all, as always. And listen, I'ma check y'all out on the next one. Peace.